for the moment. If you are watching on the replay, so I'm going to give people a split little second to join in because, like I said, nobody knew this was coming. Nobody ever does. One of these days, I will schedule out a live, but it's not happening right now. So yeah, hello family. We're giving people a chance to come in. I did not prep you guys on this live whatsoever. So as you come in, give this video a thumbs up and get ready to ask your questions. Today I wanted to come in here and see, what you guys needed help with, if anything. So go shoot away at your questions and let me know whether or not you can hear me. Give me a 2 if you can hear me. Give me a 2 if you can hear me. Hmm. See what the top chat is. All right. So in this video, I really want us to talk to. Hold on. I just want to make sure that you guys can hear me because I don't see any of your comments. Hold on. Let me go on my phone. Because your chats aren't popping up if anybody's saying anything. Let me see. Hold on. Because I may just have to look at the chats on my phone. Here we go. Boom. Because I was about to say, like, what is going on? All right. So, oh, saying blue is your color. Oh, do you like the blue on me? I like the blue too. I really like the blue too. Give me 2.5 seconds. I'm going to cut this the air on because I'm burning up. Hey, can you turn the air up a little bit? My lip sweating. All right. So the hair on the top. Thank you. So I had a very eventful week this week, but I wanted to make sure that I came on here and talked to you and answered some of your questions because this is Monday. So the rest of this week I will be dedicating to Guru One-on-One and some of my brand deals and like all of my other business stuff that I have to get to. So I really need you guys. So go ahead, ask your questions. We're going to talk and kick it here for about an hour. Thank you. Do you not recommend, wait, do you not recommend because of the new formula? What are you talking about? Hey, Sam, I don't see the Joy Code K-Pack on your Amazon page. Okay, so I hope, thank you. I hope nobody takes offense to this, but as it pertains to hair color is like a science. So I took all of the color and stuff out of my Amazon store because honestly, people abuse hair color and they don't use hair color the way that it's supposed to be used. So I do not have hair color within my Amazon store. All right. So yeah, but Joyco is the color line. It's still my favorite color line. When I do color my hair, that is what I use. But I don't have it on my Amazon store. All right, so I want you guys to shoot away at your questions. Go ahead, give this video a thumbs up so more people can get in here. And one of the main reasons why I wanted to have this conversation is because I get a lot of people asking me certain questions that or not asking me certain questions, but having issues and being stuck in a certain place because of habits that they picked up in the past. One big argument that we still have all of the time. I made a post on my community page like yesterday, and the first comment that was made was somebody like, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, Black women need dirty hair, makes your hair grow, and all of that stuff." So the reason that I wanted to come on here and talk is because the wording behind it comes from a place where you feel like you really know something, and this isn't coming from a disrespectful standpoint, but in your heart of hearts, in some people's heart of hearts, they really truly believe that as a Black woman, the only way that their hair can obtain moisture is if they have dirty hair and don't wash their hair for a long period of time. So you guys just go ahead, shoot away at your questions. If you don't have any questions, then we do not have to sit on here for an hour. I just want to make myself available to you because you know how Instagram or Instagram, YouTube, well, Instagram too, get down when you don't post for a while. So let me go ahead. You guys shoot away at your questions. And I'm going to go to watch myself on live to make sure that I'm not missing anybody's questions. Okay. So that is my main objective. Anytime that I'm ever getting online, anytime that I'm ever getting on live, I'm never doing it to belittle anyone or to make anybody feel dumb or to make anybody feel stupid. But at the end of the day, to build a new strong foundation, the only thing that you can do to build a strong foundation is to first break up the old foundation, because we cannot put new wine in old bottles. It just doesn't work that way. And I think the majority of the problem of what women run into is like, you'll have a steady regimen of, habits that really cause your scalp to stop your hair growth process, and then you'll wash your hair one time or use a product one time and really have it in your mind that that's going to fix everything. But one product will not fix anything. Why does box relaxer make hair come out but the pre-mix relaxer doesn't? Because box relaxer is the same as box hair color. They understand that anybody with any porosity level, with any density, is going to buy one bottle of relaxer. So they make it as strong as it possibly can be. You don't really go into the store and buy out of a box mild relaxer, medium relaxer, mild relaxer, super relaxer. No. Just for me, box is one size fits all. So that is the main reason. Whenever we're talking about relaxers, professional grade relaxers, not only are there different versions for different levels and different densities, different sebum levels and things of that nature, but they're also formulated for each specific client whenever you're getting it done professionally. So there is a very, very big difference. Anytime you buy a commercial version of a professional product, it's always dumbed down. And that's in the grocery stores. Like if you go into a restaurant and buy some cream of broccoli soup, and the taste of that cream and broccoli soup in the restaurant is not going to be the same if you just go in the grocery store down the line and pick up like some cream of mushroom or cream of potato, cream of whatever I just said, soup out of a can. It's going to be two completely different tastes, because one is just made in one big old pot for a whole bunch of people versus one is made in smaller quantities by one chef with a specific purpose. So that's the difference. What to do if your low porosity hair never gets oily naturally? You have some type of blockage in your follicle and you need to clear it out. You love the blue. Thank you. And then remember, oily hair is not a must. So you have a normal sebum level, which you may not notice, oily hair or dry hair. Or you have really, really oily hair where it's too much oil, like mine. Or you have really dry hair where you don't see it. But some people are right. So if you don't see a difference on either side, you could be somebody that is right in the middle. If I do an updo hairstyle, how long would you recommend I leave it up? Example, high bun with gel, high ponytail with gel. A couple days. A couple days. Like it, honestly, anytime that I gel my hair up and put in a ponytail, it's out that night. Like gel and products are not meant for longevity to be left on the hair shaft and on the scalp for long periods of time. It's not meant to be left in for months on months on months. It's not meant to be left in for weeks on weeks. So gel and stuff like that, it's honestly, that's one thing that I teach in the 7-day challenge, and one thing that I teach to Guru one-on-one members. Like, you cannot lock down the follicle or the cuticle. So the more oil, the more gel, the more product you gunk on the hair, the more your follicle is suffocated and the more your hair shaft is suffocated. So but then again, when I do an updo, right, professionally, I'm not packing on gel and gel and gel and gel and gel. Like, I know how to mold without using too much product, right? So it can last a week. It just depends on how long it's lasting. But pony, like updos and stuff like that, is not meant to last any longer than a week. I would like to do it as a low manipulation hairstyle. And even though, yeah, you're not manipulating your hair as much, but you're suffocating your hair. So you may not be manipulating it, but you're suffocating it. So what's worse? Somebody getting punched on a whole bunch, or somebody getting suffocated. Like, either way, it's messed up. So it's really the key point of it all is to pick a week. Like, your styles don't last longer than a week. They should not last for months and months on end, unless you're going to a professional that know how to put a style in without blocking the follicles and the cuticles and stuff like that. Am I going to save this live? Absolutely, yes. How do you prepare for a virgin relaxer? That's a really long answer. Basin, and that's a Guru one-on-one question, sis. I love you, but some stuff is in my job description, and I can't just be giving it out all willy-nilly. Nobody ever explained anything to you. No problem. How do I slick a ponytail without gel? You don't. You need some type of gel, some type of putty, some type of pomade. It's not slicked without it, boo. It's not. You either gonna use a product or you're gonna straighten your hair and you're still gonna use a product. So there's no slicking it without gel. Need to thicken my hair. It's been to your stress. Well, first you gotta lower your stress level. You can't thicken your hair until you stop the thing that's causing it to thin, babe. You gotta slow down the stress first. Thank you. Very clear and helpful answer. No problem. How to slick edges without edge control. You guys, you can't. You can't. That's like saying, how do I keep myself from getting wet without an umbrella? How do I keep my hair dry without a shower cap in the shower? You don't, sis. You need edge control to slick your edges. You need some type of edge control, some type of pomade, or you need to straighten your hair and then get some type of pomade along with, like, maybe some got to be glued spray, and then hit it with a blow dryer. Go ahead and, like, just go on YouTube and start Googling some people that are doing molded and sculpted ponytails. So type in molded sculpted ponytails, and when you type in molded sculpted ponytails, that's how you can mold and sculpt your hair. But there's no controlling edges without edge control, boo. You need some type of pomade. Like, if you want them slicked, you need edge control. There's no slicking it down without edge control. And remember, I didn't tell y'all got to remember, like, to listen to what I say. I feel like whenever I say something, if I say, oh no, don't sleep in edge control, when I say don't sleep in edge control, people take that as me saying don't ever use edge control ever in your life. That's not what I'm saying. I use edge control, but I wash it off at night. I cleanse my follicles at night with a non-comedogenic oil and a cotton ball. That's what I mean. But there's no, like, nah, y'all, because our edges are not naturally meant to be slick. So you need some type of firm pomade or edge control to slick your edges down if that's what you want to do. But there's no other like outside source. I think so pretty. Thank you. But there's no outside source other than edge control to slick your edges down. Like there's no. And I need y'all to also remember that the products are tools. So you slicking your edges down is solely dependent on the skill level and the technique that you use to slick your edges down. Like it's not, products do not help a hairstylist be a great hairstylist. I'm telling you. How come gel doesn't work on my hair? I don't know. My hair absorbs gel like a sponge. But what do y'all expect gel to do? Gel isn't meant to like mold your hair permanently. Gel isn't like gel is, once again, gel is a tool. So if the gel isn't molding your hair right, you're not applying it properly. You're like, y'all have to understand, because a lot of times people are like, oh, okay, I put this gel in my hair, why didn't it work? Because you're not making it work. When you see a hairstylist do hair, she not just putting products in hair and then it works out. No, a gel is a tool that a hairstylist uses to manipulate hair. So when I use gel as a way to manipulate the hair easier. But I already have a process of manipulation. There's already a certain way that I'm holding my comb. There's already a certain way that I'm holding my brush. It's not just like, oh, you take gel, boom, your hair is done. That's not how it go. That's not how it go. Gel is basically water. It's water and a couple of additives. Like, and then some gels have a little bit more alcohol than others, or some gels have a product in it that holds a little bit more, like the edge control. But edge control is about 60 to 75% water as well. So once again, it's all about the technique that you use as you're applying. Okay. How do you moisturize hair in box braids? Just spray liquid leave-in conditioner? No, do not ever do that. Y'all, please stop doing that. That breaking the hydrogen bond while braids are already in your hair. So keep in mind, if you have a braid, right? This is a wig that y'all know because the video coming soon. So if you have a braid, it's about that much hair, right? And then you have a little piece of hair holding about 3 to 4 strands, depending on how long or how thick your box braids are. So let's say you got some thicker box braids. You got this little itty bitty strand, smaller than your finger, probably smaller than my little itty bitty pinky finger, right? So then you have 4 to 5 strands holding on to this little piece, and then you're gonna wet it and break your hydrogen bond, right? So now you have all of this weight hanging off of your wet hair. That is not how you cleanse your scalp. All you need to do is get a cotton ball soaked in, well, not even soaked, like dipped in a little bit of rose water, wring it out because it should not be dripping, and cleanse over the scalp. Or get a non-comedogenic oil mixed with a little bit of tea tree and peppermint oil, and then cleanse your scalp, call it a day. Breaking the hydrogen bond is not the way that you cleanse your hair. It's just not. It's just not. And I know that it may be confusing for a lot of people, but stop wetting your hair. Like, water is not always the solution. It's not. Just like water can help things grow, water can also erode things. It can also cause things to wither. It can also cause things to weather. It can also cause things to rust. So when you put your braids in, the moisturizing process is done. If you put the braids in right and the braider knows how to protect your hair properly when the braids are in, your hair shaft is already protected, sis. That's why it's a protective style. The second that you wet your braids down, it's no longer a protective style. It's not. And if you have to wash your braids, sit under a dryer and set the hydrogen bond back. Set your hair back in beta keratin, dry it 100%, and then keep going on your way. But stop spraying your braids down with water. Stop doing that. I know YouTubers taught you to do it, but I'm telling you, it's one of the worst things you can do. Show is, girl. Baby, how am I supposed to know where your phone is? No, I just called you on your phone downstairs.
Hey, y'all. Hey, girl.
Oh, my God.
Hi, girl.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Is it okay to use a hand blow dryer with the brush attachment, or is it more damaging using a regular? No, it's not damaging as long as your hair is properly detangled. It's nothing. I've never heard of Style Factor edge control. Wow, no one ever explained it like this. Thank you so much to learn. No problem. And explain what? I don't even know which part you talking about. I'm sorry. Wash and set. That's what I mean. Just wash and set. Wash your hair and sit under a dryer. Like, people are like, oh, why should go outside? No. And I don't care what nobody say. There is this thing where no matter what, natural women who wear their hair natural, they'll be natural for 9 years, 10 years. And no matter what they do, they always running into the same problems. And there is one thing that everybody share. And a lot of times, because the truth hurt, a lot of people have a problem with letting stuff go. The one thing that all natural share, y'all all walk around wetting your hair all day. Like, we don't even wet water plants like that. As an herbalist, I know for a fact, if you constantly water a plant on a daily basis, they will rot. So we have to really get like kill all of these team. It's all the team natural stuff that got us messed up. Like, now everybody doing the bagging method. People doing the bagging method. That is the quickest way to hydro fatigue. But a YouTuber just randomly found something, thought it'd be a cute video, and now everybody doing it. Oh, I always blush with my boo. Yeah. And he just cut his hair today. Ooh, I'm trying not to think about it. Thank you, Sam. I won't wet my braids again. No, babe, don't wet them. Because think about it, your braids, they already clean. So peep game. The key when your hair is braided, because if we want to talk about ancestors and what ancient civilizations did, let's talk about it. Okay? So your ancestors, yeah, they kept their hair stretched, but they kept their scalps clean, right? Whether it was with a certain type of, like, whatever methods they used, their scalp was freaking clean. Just because they didn't have the same type of stuff that we had does not mean that they did not have clean scalps. That is not what that means. And they kept their hair stretched. So if the key to healthy hair is having a clean scalp so that the natural sebum can have a chance to flow down the hair shaft, right? While your hair is in a protective style, water and oil do not mix. So if you're constantly wetting your hair and it's in braids, it's never drying 100%, ever. And water and oil don't mix. So the natural sebum, even if it flows down, it can never really enter the cuticle like it wants to, because your hair is always wet. Your hair should only be wet on wash day, sis. That's it. Babe, no, all edge control is going to block the follicle. You got to clean it off at night. All edge control is comedogenic. All of it. There's no edge control that's not going to block your follicle. That's why you cleanse it off every night. How do we safely wear a lace frontal for 3 to 4 days? Just make sure that your scalp is cleansed properly before you put it on. But I mean, yeah, just make sure your scalp is cleansed before you put it on. But I need y'all to remember, lace fronts were made first in Hollywood. Lace fronts, wigs, closures, all of that are not meant to last for days. They're not meant to last for weeks. They're not. And I know a lot of people don't want to hear this, but lace fronts and just lace in general, frontals, all of that is meant to last for a moment. That's Hollywood hair, sis. Y'all know in the movies when you watch at one moment the girl got hair to her butt, then the next minute it's in a bob. It's a lace front. Lace front wigs are from Hollywood. They're meant to go on momentarily to create like an illusion for a moment. They're not meant to be worn for weeks, months. They're not. But women wanted them so bad, so professionals was like, all right, bet, let's do it. I eventually stopped providing them as a service because people were under the notion that it was gonna last just as long as a regular sew-in did. Like 3 to 4 days for lace is pretty good because the original purpose of a lace wig was only for a couple of hours, not a couple of days. It was never meant to last that long. But excuse me, as professionals tried to find ways to make it last a little longer because women was spending so much money on it, because it does take a lot of skill and a lot of effort to make it look natural. But lace wigs are not meant to last for weeks. They're not. And I'm sorry if that makes people feel away, but a lot of professional stylists, she said, preach. I'm pretty sure she's a professional hairstylist. And as a professional hairstylist, one of the hardest things when lace came out, which is why a whole lot of professional hairstylists stopped doing lace, is because women think that lace wigs are going to last just as long as a regular sew-in weave, and it does not. A full sew-in, a lace sew-in, maybe a week. Maybe. If you got to be glued, maybe if you using some like bow hold or some stuff like that, I mean, maybe like a couple weeks, but it's not meant to last that long. All right, let me get to y'all questions. I've been plaiting my teenage daughter's hair forever, and I tell them to water or their hair once a week. Please stop telling your daughters to do that, babe. Because you giving your babies hydro fatigue. Your daughter's going to have hydro fatigue. I'm not being disrespectful, but your daughters are going to have hydro fatigue before they 18, before they 18, 19. You are not a plant. And you're not even supposed to water a plant like that. You're not supposed to water a plant every day. You're supposed to water a plant maybe a couple times a week, if even that, depending on what kind of plant it is. So please don't do that no more. Tell your daughter, and that's something that we all need to change, because I know like some of my aunts on my, not my mom's side, but some of my aunts believe like, oh, Black women, our hair don't create oil, so you got to put it on. No, that's not true. And water is not equal to moisture, sis. If you outside and your lips, or if your lips ashy and you lick your lips, do that moisturize them or do it make them more ashy and more itchy? That's not a rhetorical question. I'm asking. If your lips are ashy, if you lick them, is it gonna make it moisturized or more ashy? My puppy being a baby, you hear it? Stop, Flash. No. Do you have any suggestions on? I mean, no. You can like lemon, maple syrup, but I don't. When it comes to herbs, for you to get the maximum benefit, to be honest, you gotta thug it out. Like go like this. How many times y'all get sick and y'all gotta drink nasty medicine? Like sometimes herbs is just medicine. Like y'all don't stop expecting herbs to taste magical. Like all of it is not gonna taste like peppermint tea. Some of it may be good, but some of it not really. So just lemon juice, try ginger, try mixing it with some lemongrass, and some ginger. A lot of times that'll take like the little bitter taste out. But yeah, try like ginger and lemongrass. Normally lemongrass is real good. So lemongrass and some honey and some lemon, you should be good. I am natural and I wet my hair once a week on wash day. Good job. Should we really avoid silicones and sulfate in our products? No. No. That's what came up when sulfate-free companies was trying to sell y'all stuff. Once again, sulfate-free shampoo, silicone-free shampoo, and silicone-free products, look at that the same way that y'all look at rice water. Because before YouTubers were like, silicone's bad, sulfates are bad, nobody was thinking about that. Okay? Nobody was thinking about that at all. But then when YouTubers start saying, oh, sulfates are bad, silicones are bad, whoop, 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 then hair products and hair companies start being like, okay, here is our sulfate-free shampoo. Joyco, all my favorites, got a sulfate-free version. But don't get mad at me, but it's an oxymoron, because the same women who tell you not to use silicones and not to use sulfates are the same women who tell you to use apple cider vinegar in your hair, and apple cider vinegar is a natural acid. So using apple cider vinegar in your hair is 10 times more harmful, not 10, about 5 to 6 times more harmful than any sulfate or any silicone that could be present in a product. So I don't subscribe to it. I may have 1 to 2 sulfate-free shampoos. I don't complain about silicones in products because I have high porosity hair, so some silicones actually help my hair. So I don't subscribe to that. Is it okay to spritz your hair between wash day? Like 3 to 4 days after wash day, I wash my hair. Okay, so why? What is the purpose? I'm not being a smart ass, I promise. What is the purpose and what are you accomplishing by spritzing your hair with water? What are you doing? I'm not being a smart ass. I really want to. What are you accomplishing by spritzing your hair with water? What are you doing? Are you adding moisture? What are you doing? Why are you doing that? What is the purpose? Your hair is weakest when wet. Yes. Wash day is the only. Yes. I'm still doing my business guru homework. Just letting you know. It's a lot of researching. Oh, Belinda Rose. Look, I'm so glad you're doing your business guru one-on-one homework. Look, it's a lot of research, but I promise you, the stuff that I'm giving y'all in business guru one-on-one are the things I had to learn after trial and error, like messing up, like, oh, if I do this work, after me trying like 15, 11 million, kabillion different things. So I promise you it works. I promise you it works. And let me tell you something real quick. Please don't ever let a YouTube view fool you. Okay. I have so much coming for y'all. I have a lot of stuff coming from StreamYard. The coldest water. We're working together on a couple of things. Listen, do that keyword research, do all of the homework in the Business Guru 101, and then comment in the discussion group and tell me where you at, what you need help with, and I got you. You already know. I got you, Belinda Boo. I've heard some people say that they just moisturize with the spray bottle of water and oil. Can you explain the effect on the hair? It's nothing to explain. Water is not, once again, and this is aggression doesn't come, it's not going to you. It's just so much misinformation being spread. So I'm gonna ask you a question. The same question I asked before. If your lips are ashy, or if your elbow is ashy, is it gonna get unashy from you spraying it down with some water? If your whole body ashy, your stomach ashy, everything on your body ashy, if you spray it down with water, once it dries, are you still gonna be ashy, or are you gonna be oily and moisturized once you spray your ashy elbow down with water? It's still gonna be ashy as hell when it dries. It's probably gonna be ashier after you spray it down with water than it was before you did. If your lips are chapped, the more you lick them, the more chapped they become. It doesn't change form because you spray it on your hair. water is not hydrating your hair, sis. And it's like, what's frustrating to me, not for y'all, but for the misinformation that's being spread, it's like we're literally saying God wasn't smart enough to give Black women what they needed. God gave every other woman enough oil for their hair, but Black women, no, you don't have enough. You have to add it from the outside. You have to grab oil from the outside because God gave every other race of woman, every other race enough oil. But Black women, no, God ain't know what he was doing when he made you. So you got to get a water bottle and spray your hair. No, I'm sorry. It's not true. It's not true. Water does not moisturize anything. If water moisturized things, when you were ashy, you would be able to spray your leg with a water bottle and then it would be shiny. But it's not. If you ashy and you spray your hair down, you spray your leg down with water, then it's still gonna be ashy. And then they like, oh, mix it with the oil because in their mind they like, oh, the water is gonna open the cuticle. The water is gonna open the cuticle, and then the oil goes in. First of all, the water that y'all be spraying is cold, and cold water closes the cuticle, so nothing's being opened. And then all y'all have to do is use a non-comedogenic oil like hemp seed oil in small quantities to detangle y'all hair throughout the week to get you past wash day. Stop spraying your hair down with a water bottle. You don't even spray plants down with water every couple of days. The leaves will rot. Like, no. Sorry. People do not know what they're talking about. They just randomly spread bullshit across social media and then creating groups, and women are literally arguing with each other in these groups, and it's the dumbest shit ever. Like, I'm not even about to go into I'm not going into a deep scientific explanation about why you don't put water on hair and why water doesn't moisturize, because you can see that in your body. The next time one of y'all get ashy, don't touch lotion. Go get a water bottle and spray your ash with the water bottle and then go to work. And let's see how moisturized your skin gonna be. Water, spraying water on your hair is not a freaking moisturizer. It is not. Okay, hold on. Love the hair. Hope you didn't miss much. Oh, you ain't really miss nothing, babe. Since I started watching you, everything changed. I was about to put apple cider vinegar in my leave-in since I have high porosity to close my cuticle before I washed you. Lord, please don't do that. Some stuff just go in the greens. Put the apple cider vinegar in the greens, god damn it. I was a bit confused because people always say look for moisturizers and water as the first ingredient. No, god damn it. And they are so, I'm sorry to call people dumb, but they dumb. God damn it. Okay, water is not the first ingredient because it's the most powerful thing. It's a binder. If it's a like water is in everything, we 70% water. That's the base. The base is water. What they're mixing everything with is water. Your Kool-Aid is water is the base, then the sugar, and then whatever the flavor is. Water is just the base that's holding the additives in the products. It is not the moisturizer. It is the base. It is the conduit. It is the moisturizer. Oh, Lord help me. I watch videos of the bald cap method and it creeps me out. Does the gel glue on the follicles? No, because you not only if you leave it on for years. Like, this is coming off tonight. I don't sleep in wigs. I don't do it. I don't sleep in bald caps. I don't, like, it's just not a thing. I'm not knocking you, but it's It's just not a thing. Can people be leaving protein treatments and deep conditionings in their hair for days and thinks it's okay, and say how many people agree that it's okay? Yeah. Look, people think that every conditioner made is supposed to be left in the hair for 45 minutes. YouTube had y'all thinking that product lines have some like behind the scene thing that they're working on together that's like, oh, we have a secret. If they just leave it in for 3 days, it'll work better. No, that's the easiest way to get you hydro fatigue. And guess what? If y'all use a product, y'all leave it in for 2 days and all your hair come out the next day, you can't sue them. When you go to court, they're going to ask you how long you had it in. And the second that you tell them that you had it longer than the 5 minutes that they said on the bottle, you're, girl, bye. Go home and try to grow your edges back. Like, I started adding cucumber in my water as well as eating it. Yes. No, that's not a random comment, sis, because instead of people putting cucumber juice in their hair, just drink it, dog. Just drink it. Hey, in the midnight hour, just drink it. That was not random. Thank you so much for sharing. I don't know if you said this, but is it necessary to trim your hair every 6 weeks? No, not 4 to 6 weeks. I say every 8 to 10. Absolutely. I trim my hair every 8 to 10 weeks. And I was going to record this lens check, but I was like, no, I'm going to wait to the next one just because I really want y'all to get into. Nothing. I'm going to wait for that. I'm going to get out of myself. I always have honey, lemon, blackbird nettle. Sometimes cinnamon sticks in my tea. So good. Yes. Oh my God. And I know your insides love you because those are like the most amazing botanicals and nutrients that you can have in your body ever. Hey, Miss Jones. Hey, she said we don't use sulfate-free body wash. Hey, no, we don't. So what hey. Ooh. And then don't get mad at me because Miss Jones started it. What irritates me, y'all be like, sulfate-free shampoo, no silicones. I'm not using those products. I'm only using natural herbs in my hair. But you eat at McDonald's every day. Or you eat fast food 24/7. Or you fry everything that you eat. Like, you don't eat not a vegetable that you put in your head. You putting everything in the damn grocery store aisle in your head, but you ain't ate a vegetable in about 4 years. Unless it's frozen in the smoothie from Tropical Smoothie. I'm not messing with y'all. Today or tomorrow. So glad to hear you address silicones. No problem. It's annoying. Because all of it, like, no silicones, no this, no that, no this, no that. The same people that's yelling no silicones and no sulfates are the same people using acid in their hair. These the same people not washing their hair for months. Talking about dirt make your hair grow. Because if as a Black woman washing the natural oils out of your hair, they don't get there. So are you saying that God is that incomplete? Are you saying God is that slow? That the only way that Black women can have long hair is if it's nasty and dirty? No, that's not true. There are plenty of Black women with hair to their butts that wash their hair on a regular basis. And I'm going to tell you something. If you're a Black woman who has long hair and you've had dirty hair, you a Black woman that can have hair to her ankles. If you've had a nasty ass, dirty ass scalp and your hair is still down your back, you, ma'am, are a Black woman that can have hair to her ankles because your hair is still growing and thriving in spite of you. You love the mermaid braids. Thank you. I sent all my clients to your page. All I can say is thank you. No problem. Let me tell you something. You're a cosmetologist, obviously, and I'm not dismissing everybody else, but I promise you, from my soul, I cannot imagine myself standing behind a chair again. But I do know what you go through, and I know how many arguments you have to have with your clients because of the stuff that you see on YouTube. And I know how many years you've been going through it because I was going through it with you. I did hair for 14 years. And for the last 10 of them, I had to argue with women about the natural stuff, the stuff that they saw online. So I understand 100%. And let me tell you that about 80% of the videos that I make are to make your job easier. Because even though it's some dusty ass hairstylists out there are amazing cosmetologists just like me. And I know how hard it is for you to do your job and in the midst of arguing with people over the stuff that you find on YouTube. So let me know what you need help with. Send me an email and I will make a video for you because I understand. I wish that there was somebody making videos like these when I was standing behind the chair so I wouldn't have to argue with my clients. I could just be like, here, watch this. So let me know what you need. Tell me what you got for a poke chop. I got you. Cyn, I need a one-on-one with you. How do I get in contact? Email me. Hold on. Hold on, boo. Email me and I'll send you over a link, babe. How do I join the link? I'll leave the link to Guru one-on-one when we get out of here, babe. Oh, I'm late. You already got it. Give me what you got for a poke chop. Oh, I don't know where I was at. Okay, here we go. Can't wait to tell me what you learned. Oh, I can't wait to hear what you've learned, Belinda. I try to tell people what you teach me, but they get mad at me. My aunt had a heart attack when I told her aloe is not for the hair. Listen, I have been trying to educate women for the past 2 years. That is not my purpose. I used to think that my purpose was to lead people to the water and help them pick it up and get them their cups so they can drink. And if the water tastes nasty, flavored, that is not my job. My job is to lay out the information for you. And the thing is this. The same women that was calling me out of my name in the rice water videos are the same women that's emailing me now, apologizing to me, asking me how to fix their rice water hair that I told them to do in the first place. So let people sit in their bullshit if that's what they want to do. Like, I don't make these videos for y'all to go and spread them around to other people or to share my links inside of groups where women are arguing and saying the opposite of what I got. I'm not here for it because then they gonna come over here with that, and I don't care. If you want to believe that and they want to keep following it, let them follow it. Because guess what? None of these videos are going anywhere. And just like 2 years later, everybody coming back watching the rice water videos like, oh my gosh, she was right. That'll be how these videos will be. So sis, stop giving what's holy to the dogs and let them do what they want to do. If they want to be tacos and burritos and everybody, like, let them do what they're going to do. Like, stop getting into heated conversations about other people and they shit. That's their hair. Like, it's a scientific, you look up aloe vera in this book, is to tell you it's a pure protein. It's nothing to argue about. What is there to be mad about? Look it up. It's made of the same amino acids that your hair is. It's a pure protein. Now, if you need a protein treatment, oh baby, aloe vera is great to put in your hair and rinse right out as a deep conditioning treatment, as a protein treatment if you're lacking protein. But sis, y'all stop arguing with people about shit. Like if they want to do that to their hair, let them. Oh well, don't even do it. Y'all see somebody doing something dumb? Mention it for a second. If they seem argumentative, keep it moving and let them do it. Period. Like, over it. Can you give us a quick high porosity routine and the products used? What do you mean? For what? All routines are the same. It's not like a different routine for low porosity hair than high porosity hair. It's just if you got low porosity hair, you're not using protein. That's it. Like it's not like, oh, two separate. I didn't when I did silk presses, my silk press my procedure didn't change from a person with low porosity hair to medium porosity hair to high porosity hair. No, the only difference would be the shampoo and conditioner that I use for each person. But that's it. Everything else was the same. So styles don't like switch up based on porosity. Hemp seed oil for detangling works the best. Yes. Yes. There we go. Hemp seed oil, walnut oil, basically any oil that's below a 2 on the comedogenic scale. Hydro fatigue can be cured by stopping the practices that caused it. I mean, it, uh, it just depends on how far the hydro fatigue is. So if you have intense hydro fatigue, there's no repairing it. Just like if you have intense protein overload, there's no repairing it. Everything in the hair is not reversible. Your hair is not a self-healing entity like your skin. Like your nails and your hair shaft are the same. If if you break this nail, you can glue it back together, but it will never join back up together and fuse back together. It will continue to grow out, and that split is just going to be there, and eventually it'll crack over there. Your hair shaft is the same way. Your hair is not a self-healing entity like your skin. Please look it up. Do not take my word for it. Your hair does not heal itself. It does not. Only your skin does. Your nails and your hair shaft are made up of the same version of keratin, and they do not heal themselves. So the key is to learning the actual procedures of your hair so you don't damage it in the first place. We need to stop being so worried about how to fix stuff and be more so worried about like how to prevent it. Okay, we should not be living our hair life from a constant state of defense. We need to play offense, but we're constantly on defense with our how do you fix this? How do you fix this? How do you undo this? How do you stop this? How do you block this? No. You need to be working with the natural rhythms of your body. Oop. You need to be working with the natural rhythms of your body, but we don't work with the natural rhythms of our body. We try to change them and stop them and reverse them. No, you can't play with God like that. When people mix conditioner into their relaxers to make it less harsh, does it damage the hair? Yes. Conditioner is water and wax. You not making it less harsh by, oh, girl, listen, this is why women are bald head. Like, I can't. Why are y'all, everybody wants to be a chemist. Everybody want to be a chemist. That's some stupid stuff. I'm sorry. If somebody do that, then that's stupid. Address random tiny bald spots in the hair after having braids. Some spots was too tight. You was itching too much and parts of the follicle died. You need to figure out what you was doing in those spots. When will low porosity hair need protein? Never. Low porosity hair should never have protein. Ever. 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 Can you shampoo hair and use leave-in conditioner afterwards, skipping the conditioner step? No. No, why would you want to do that? No. A conditioner and a leave-in conditioner are two completely different products. A conditioner is conditioning and replacing whatever the shampoo took away. And a leave-in conditioner is prepping your hair for styling, it's protecting your hair from the sun, it's protecting your hair from the environment, it's protecting your hair from mechanical damage, from manual manipulation. No, leave-in conditioner is not stop trying to skip over products, y'all. Come on, y'all. Yes, put apple cider vinegar in the greens. God Lord. This is why women are bald head. Yes, they are. I'm reading what she said. I'm not. My scalp was bothering me. I started using Nioxin and it went away immediately. I love your knowledge. Like, that's what I'm saying. Products are tools, baby. Because we talked about it. Your scalp was bothering you because there was some type of imbalance, some type of clogging. Nioxin is an amazing tool to cleanse the follicle and to get your scalp back on track. So now that your scalp is back on track, baby, keep following the hair regimen. Give it a good couple of weeks. Give it a good couple months. I didn't mean to say weeks. Give it a good couple of months and watch your hair grow faster than it's ever grown before. Watch. With the basics. Black women have a problem growing their hair, and that's because you put everything under your sink in your hair. Versus women who y'all compare yourself to, putting shampoo, conditioner, leave-in conditioner, heat protected, and a serum in their hair. That's it. 5 products tops. The women y'all buying bundles from, 5 products tops. Shampoo, conditioner, leave-in conditioner. Y'all, I just named it. Heat protectant serum. That's it. And we use about 37 products in one sitting. And wonder why don't nobody here want to grow. If me deep conditioner has proteins very low in the ingredient list and I have low porosity hair, should I be giving myself protein overload? Love, just please stay away from it. If it say that it's a protein rich conditioner and you have low porosity hair, stay away from it. Your shampoos and conditioners are tools. You have low porosity hair. So what is the purpose for shampooing and conditioning your hair? The purpose of shampooing your hair is to remove fatty deposits and off the surface of the hair, off the scalp, and out of the hair shaft. And the purpose of the conditioner is to replenish the hair from anything that the shampoo could have taken out, right? So with you having low porosity hair, you have a cuticle that is tight. So your only purpose needs to be finding products that open the cuticle. So you need to be using products that are high in moisture, that have products like tea tree, rosemary, stuff that opens the cuticle. You do not need protein at all. At all. The only purpose of protein is to make the cuticle stronger. Low porosity hair, your cuticle is too strong. That's why it'll snap if you use a protein, because the hair shaft is already strong. Stay away from it. Shop for products and shampoos and conditioners as tools. You have low porosity hair. Your tool, the shampoo and conditioner, needs to be geared to opening the cuticle. All your shampoos and conditioners, like I said, tea tree, eucalyptus, stuff like that. That's what we need to be pressed about. Okay, y'all, I got 8 minutes. I just want y'all to stop being so worried about products. It's not about products. Stop trying to learn about products. You need to learn about your hair, about your porosity, what your hair can and cannot take, what your hair needs. That's what you need to figure out. And you pick products based on what your hair needs. All high porosity hair don't need protein. I haven't done protein treatment in years. Cyn, what do you think about eye tips and adding tissue or weight? To be honest, I don't really think eye tips are for Black women because heat melts the keratin bond, and the most important part for Black women is the root. So the first place that you want to touch up is the root. It's just not a thing. But I mean, if you want to do it, then go ahead. It's not new. It's something that's been out since I was in cosmetology school. Since I was in cosmetology school, not since I graduated, but since I was in cosmetology school. So I just. Do you recommend not using a rinse out conditioner and deep conditioner? I don't understand what you. White Mexican women wake up, use the basic products, and flat iron every day. Come on. Hey. White and Mexican women wake up and use the basic products and flat iron every day. That be bad, which make me think that we must have been doing it wrong. Y'all go out and buy $600 bundles grown out by a girl who blow dries and flat irons her hair every single day. So that's not the thing. Hey, God damn it. Thank you. We gonna end there because, like, I just want us to use common sense. Today, we're not even going that deep scientifically. I just want you to use common sense. Yo, it's almost 100 people in here. We only got 49 likes. Come on, before we go. We only have a couple of minutes. I'm not trying to be rude and disrespectful, but make it make sense. Come on, dog. Like, the bundles that y'all buy are grown out. Them 30-inch bundles is grown out by a lady who blow dry her hair every day. They flat iron in their hair every day. That's not what's breaking your hair off. But it's women who won't straighten their hair for 3-4 years and can't retain length to save their life. So that ain't it. The flat iron, the blow dryer, the sulfate shampoo, the silicone, that ain't it. That's not it. When I blow out my natural hair, the ends still look coily. What am I doing wrong? You're not blow drying it out right, babe. You gotta work on, get a mannequin and practice the blowout. A blowout is not like easy. Like, I had to master my blowout. Do you recommend a big chop if you going natural from relax? No, I do not. The only time you should do a big chop is if you plan on, and I don't even like washing goes. So I don't ever see a reason to do a big chop. I just don't. The only reason I did mine is because I didn't want the blue on my hair anymore. And I wore it tapered in the back and on the side. And so it was going to grow out weird and uneven. So I wasn't cutting the relaxed hair off. I was evening out my haircut. But absolutely not. But white and Mexican women don't have our hair texture. Your hair texture has absolutely nothing to do with what does that have to do with anything? White and Mexican women, first of all, black women are not the only women with curly hair. That's first thing. We're not the only ones with curly hair. That means absolutely nothing. The only difference between curly hair and straight hair is the amount of protein that lives in the disulfide bond. That's it. So what does that have to do with anything? That their textures are different. That just means that you use a different heat setting than them. That's all that means. That just means that they use a different heat setting than you do. That's it. That just means they use a different heat protecting than you do. That don't have nothing to do with nothing. What the difference between curly hair and straight hair? No, heat isn't bad, y'all. I blow dry my hair every week. There's nothing wrong with my hair. I have another video coming soon. No. How can heat be bad when listen, this is the last thing I'm gonna say. And I'm just asking a question. How can heat be bad when every other race of woman, every other race on this earth that got hair to their ass uses a blow dryer and a flat iron on a regular basis, and they got hair to their butt, and I'm talking about on a daily. I ain't even saying that y'all should blow dry or flat iron y'all hair on a daily. They're using it on a daily with hair still to their ass. So it makes no sense. Make it make sense. And you have more protein in your hair than they do. Make it make sense. It doesn't make any sense. They hair, but their texture is different. We just have more protein in our hair than they do. That's it. We have more protein in our hair than they do. Our hair can hold shape longer than theirs can. That's it. What? So is heat damage / heat training not real? No, it's not. No, it's not. Janae Mickles has heat trained hair. Do her hair look damaged to you? No. Heat damage happens when you deplete all of the protein out of your hair. When you deplete all of the protein in your hair, then you have damage caused by heat. Just like you can have chemical damage when you take too much of the protein out of the hair. You can give yourself the same type of damage from a relaxer, from taking too much protein out of the hair shaft. You can give yourself heat damage by taking too much protein out of the hair shaft, but heat training is taking small amounts of protein out. It's very different. It's very different. I'm gonna answer these last sets and then we're gonna go. But no, it's not the same thing. It's not. People see stuff on YouTube and be like, no, this what it is, and don't have no formal education about nothing. It's the blind leading the blind. It's the blind leading the blind, period. Ask yourself, you don't have to take my word for it. Do the research for yourself. Women will go spend $600 on bundles grown out by a woman who blow dried and flat ironed her hair on a daily basis, but then won't blow dry or flat iron their hair or wash it, and then wonder why their hair won't grow. Like, anyway, can a really good heat protectant my hair if I flat iron daily or several times a week? Don't flat iron daily. So that's where things differentiate. So they don't have no protein in their hair, so it's not a big deal. They can go ahead and flat iron their hair every single day. We can get away. That's what I'm saying. So, and I'm not being disrespectful if you're not a Black woman. We're gonna leave after this. That's why what I mean by the head acts as the tail. Okay? So Black women love to act as if they're less than. But this is the thing. You can go longer. A lot of times they're washing their hair every day because their hair gets oily a lot faster, whereas we can handle it a little bit more. So instead of you washing and flat ironing your hair every day or every 2 days, you can get away with doing it once a week or once every 2 weeks if you set the balm properly on wash day. That's the difference. So Black women, you're not at a misfortune because you have curly hair. No, your shit can last longer than everybody else's can. And I'm grown. So please don't leave comments. Oh, it would be easier for me to listen to you if you wasn't cussing. I'm grown. So that's what I mean. That's what I mean by that. Like, you don't come up on the short end of the stick as a Black woman. You have more time to go longer. You can go longer than everybody else with stuff. Okay? Like, should I use a hooded dryer to deep condition my client that comes in every 2 weeks before a silk press? Only if she has low porosity hair, babe. Okay, I'm referring to the type of time I tell purple heat damage is nothing to fear. I get tired of explaining why I blow dry my hair. It's so fucking annoying. I'm so and I think what's the most annoying part to me is that Black women are so powerful, but you act as if you lack the most. Do you realize that other women that straighten their hair on a regular basis, they straighten their hair on a daily because they have to, but you can do it and only do it every 2 weeks? Like, what? Black women are only women in the world who can't flat iron their hair, who can't blow dry their hair. Flat irons and blow dryers only damage Black. Like, that's fucking crazy. Like, it's freaking crazy. Especially when we have all of these bomb-ass YouTubers that all they do is silk presses and blow out 24/7. 24/7. Ain't don't none of their clients. I've never had a client be like, oh, you gave me heat damage. My clients will come in every 2 weeks. Please make a hair care video for children. Baby hair is so dry. Makes sense. I do not want to start flat ironing my hair sometimes, but I'm worried about not having a good technique. Just practice, y'all. Just practice. The real facts. I love your channel, sis. I've been spitting the same thing. We need to do better, period. That's what I'm saying. It's like, if we just learn the history of our hair and stop arguing with each other, that's the most ignorant part of all of it. It's like, if I hear somebody saying something that I know is different, I'm like, okay, and I'll listen to it. But none of the shit that y'all say makes sense. None of it makes sense. Use water to moisturize, but you spray water on ash and you ashier than you was before you sprayed it. So what the fuck are you spraying the water for? There's no need for you to break the hydrogen bond. If you really need to add moisture, sis, just get some hemp seed oil that's not going to block the follicle and add a dab of it to your hair. You don't need to break the hydrogen bond. Stop wetting your hair every day. It's dumb. It's dumb. It's dumb. Have them explain to you what the difference is between if water is a moisturizer, how come I'm not unashy when I spray ash with water? I'll wait. I've never had heat. Hey, Abby Saint said, I've never had heat damage. I blow dry weekly and I get a professional silk press once a year. I had one lady like, she's like, oh, she don't flat iron her hair because they give her heat damage, but her hair, and I'm like, okay, how are you? She's like, oh, flat irons always give you heat damage. Okay, how are you flat ironing your hair? Oh, well, I don't even blow dry it. I let it air dry. And then after it air dries, I flat iron it on 450 degrees. Sis, the flat iron didn't give you heat damage. You didn't do it right. You gave yourself heat damage. Y'all give y'all heat damage by skipping steps, skipping all of these steps. That's why y'all got heat damage. That's why y'all hair is messed up. Because y'all skipping over all of the steps that y'all need to take to make sure that it's not damaged. Yes, blow drying is part of the straightening process. Blow drying is, in my opinion, the most important part of the straightening process. Like more than 60% of my job is done with the blow dryer. The flat iron is just finishing the style for me. The blow dryer is what get the job done. The blow dryer is what I'm using to take that hair from alpha to beta. The blow dryer is where the work is done, not the flat iron, baby. But most people silk presses don't last because they think that the job is done with the flat iron and some products. No. The bulk of my job with a silk press is done with nothing but leave-in conditioner, a round brush, and a blow dryer with a focuser attachment. That's it. Period. And anybody else that got something else to say don't know what they're talking about. I'm sorry. And you can tell them I said it. I don't care. Period. The flat iron polishes the hair. That's it. The flat iron is the finisher. Finish him. Finish him. That's what the flat iron is for. Finish him. You love the blue hair. Thank you. Regarding blow drying and flat ironing, how do you figure out which temperature is appropriate? I have high porosity hair. Once again, you're going to have to practice. Get a mannequin. Practice on a mannequin. I can't give you that. once again, hair is not an exact science. It's something that I feel. Like, I feel your hair and I know how raised your cuticle is and how much heat you can take. But the higher your porosity is, the more heat you can take. But I can't give you an exact temperature like that. Heat water is not good for people hairs. What's the best way to grow your tiny fro? Keep your scalp clean and stay out your head. Like, y'all, God is a masterful creator. We don't need tricks of the trade to make our hair grow. Keep your scalp clean and your hair will grow, period. We don't need to trick God. God is a masterful creator. Your hair will grow no matter what. If you keep your scalp clean and you maintain your ends, your hair will grow. God is a masterful creator that does not need none of your help and none of your products. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry if somebody feel a way about it. It's bullshit. If somebody tell you, oh, black girls' hair can't grow unless they put this in it, they do not know what they're talking about and do not listen to them. God is a masterful creator, and black women have more melanin in the skin, more protein in the hair shaft. We do not need more than other people have. If other women only need 5 products, why do you think that the woman that has more than everybody else needs more products? That makes no sense whatsoever. Make it make sense to me. Are all Olaplex numbers worth buying? Yep. And how often should you use them? I have a video coming really soon, babe. It's 0 through 8. No, it's 0 through, and then they just came out with Olaplex 4P. So I have a video coming soon, babe. It's the gratification. Let me tell y'all something. Then we're going to go. The faster you get to a solution, the more worried you should be. The faster it comes, if the faster it comes, the more worried you should be. Like, the faster it grows, the more worried you should be. Period. And I don't mean like, I mean you. Oh, I put this in my hair, and it like you want to walk around smelling like ass rice for the rest of your life. Like, the faster, the more instant the gratification is, the more worried you should be, because is that self-sustainable? Are you going to be making fermented rice water for the rest of your life? Do you want to be doing all of these tricks for the rest of your life? Is that what you want to do? Thank you. Hey, Barbara. For those who are worried about heat damage, Cyn mentioned roller sets in her video. Instead, we have other options, y'all. You have a lot of options. Like, I just don't understand what, I mean, and do y'all understand that, okay, when you get a roller set, if you sitting up under the dryer and, like, let's say you got a part in the middle of your head, you got to move a little bit because the heat will burn your scalp from a hoodie dryer. There's no difference. It's all about the way that you use the tool. The way that you use the blow dryer, if you use it properly and you're not holding the blow dryer right here and you holding it in a safe distance, there's no difference from you using a blow dryer and you sitting up under a hooded dryer. The blow dryer is just faster. And it's manual manipulation versus where a dryer, you can still sit there. But if you actually use a blow dryer properly and you hold it about this far from the head, it feels exactly the same as a hooded dryer does. Except for it just doesn't have as much motion. It'll be the same as a diffuser, and a diffuser is attached to the same exact blow dryer. The actual cap just controls the amount of pressure that's coming out. but it's still heat. Like, what are y'all doing? It's crazy. Like, it's freaking crazy. Like, it's the same heat, sis. If you sit under a hoodie dryer, get in a roller set, you have to adjust. You be moving around under there because it'll burn. The heat from the dryer will burn your scalp. It's the same damn thing. What are we doing? Like, it's the same thing. You have to trim your ends so you can retain your growth. Yes. Period. And people don't want to trim. People think that trimming your hair equals cutting off your length. And that's not true. Because I just trimmed my hair yesterday. And I will be very excited to show y'all my length. Like, I'm probably not going to show y'all till the end of this month. We'll do another silk press. But I mean, I don't put black castor oil in my hair unless I'm detangling my hair. I don't put it on my scalp. But dirt is for plants. Thank you. I have learned so much from you. Thank you for being truthful about richly. No problem, babe. And don't say richly melanated hair. Say protein enriched hair, because melanated hair just means that your hair is black. And there are people who are not African, who of African descent, who have black hair. So say protein enriched hair, because white people have melanated hair. Melanin is what makes your hair dark. You have melanin in your skin and in your hair. All right. I love y'all so very much. You will be seeing videos from me, but the rest of my lives for this week will be exclusively on Guru 101. All of my informational content on hair and stuff is going to be on Guru 101 for the rest of this week, actually for the rest of this month. And then I will have a few videos, here on my YouTube, educational wise. You still gonna be getting videos. I think making one tomorrow. But yeah, that's just the way we're mixing it up. But I just wanted to come on here and answer as many questions as I could. I know everybody can't be a part of Guru 101, but my Guru 101 members know, if you ask me a question like, oh, Cyn, what do you do when you have bald spots like this? Hey, I'll break it down. Like, Guru 101 members know one question can be like a 30-minute answer. And we ain't talking about nothing but the question that was asked for 30 minutes. So, and longer than that, just depending on, depending on what everybody needs. So I love y'all so much. Thank you for chilling and kicking it with your girl. And like I said, if you let me add my website right here real quick. If you want to join Guru 101, all right, y'all. If you want to join Guru 101, then just head over to my website. If you don't see me over here, which I put up wrong, spell it out. Okay, it's www.cynsmith.guru. I forgot the little 2 backslash, but and then I'll put it in the description box again. But if you don't see me over here and you want really, 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 really deep, I just said that, sis. So I'm gonna leave the link in the description box below. Okay, because it's not my email address. It's www.cynsmith.guru. I just forgot to put the 2 backslashes right there. Okay, that's what it is. So head over to my website if you want more educational content, or if you just like, Cyn, I'm having this issue and I really need this problem. I have this issue. But if you have like some type of medical condition or something deep, then you can book a one-on-one consultation with me. Like I said, head over to my website, www.cynsmith.guru. And yeah, I love you guys, and we will talk later. Okay.